Hello friends, happy new video? Wait. How do I start my videos again? I forgot. Hello friends. Today is Monday, August the 1st. There's something really satisfying about months that start like at the beginning of a week. I don't know why. I really love it when this happens. Not for any particular reason. It just feels good. It's like one of the weird little things that feels good. Anyway, happy Monday. We are starting a new little mini experiment. If you watched my how many hours do I work as a self-employed artist video that I made a couple months back, I attempted to track all of the hours I worked for a week, just to see exactly how many hours I work, and I ended up working a lot. I work a lot. What I'm trying to say in a delicate way is that I have a tendency to overwork. I have a tendency to come up with like all these things that I feel like I need to worry about and to make and like to chase that social media rat race thing, you know, where you have to post every day and like make new content all the time, and like you can't sit and appreciate the work you've been making and stuff like that. Anyway, and then among all the other like, you know, small business stuff like packing orders and answering emails and finding ways to grow your business and things like that. Apart from all of that, just like the art side of things. Anyway, the point is I work a lot. I am attempting a new experiment this week, this month, for about my goal is to do this for 2 weeks, but we'll see. We'll reevaluate at the end of this week. I think we'll just film for 1 week, and then maybe I'll do like a closing thoughts after a week and a half or something. We'll see. But the goal this week is to try and work like a normal office job hours. Because I used to work in an office job, and my office job also didn't have great work-life balance. Sometimes I stayed until 11 midnight. But you know, in theory, an office job is 9 to 5, 9 to 6, right? So the goal this week is to just be like, you know what, Cece, your boss really sucks. My boss is me. So let's actually try and keep it, start at 9. You know, we'll start at 9 like a normal job. We'll have lunch for an hour. We'll do an hour lunch break. I know some people don't do hour lunch breaks. My old office didn't really have lunch breaks because it was a salaried job, and I always ate while doing lunch. I always ate while doing work. So, you know, we'll try to do an hour lunch break. We'll try and have a strict cutoff time at 6 p.m. And then we'll see how I decide to fill up my evenings, because I tend to be very busy. I like to be busy. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the intro to this video. It is currently 8:59, so we're about to start. I actually need to set up for stream because it's Monday, so the first thing that I do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is stream for 3 hours. I think today we're going to be working on the boba cafe, which is this thing that I do where I draw bobas for all my subscribers. That's my alarm. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn on the fan because I'm quite warm. I'm going to try and see if I can avoid turning on the AC, and it. Oh, I also wanted to mention, unrelated, but I finally read a book for the first time since like January, because the pandemic destroyed my reading habits. And I read this book. I think it was supposed to have a sleeve at some point, but when I got it, I didn't have a sleeve because I got it from Thrift Books, which is like an online book thrift store. It's called I Love You So Mochi. It's a coming of age story about a Japanese American girl who travels to Japan for the first time during her spring break to find herself. Will she find herself? Who knows? It was really, really cute. Highly recommend. I cried reading it. it's made me want to read more books, which is really great because I haven't read anything in months and I've actually really missed reading. So maybe one of the things we can do this week during my not work times is build in some reading time. So yeah, all right, it's really dark in my apartment and I need to start streaming. So I will be going, but I will be back to check in. Today should be fun. So yeah. Stay hydrated, friends. Hello, it's Tuesday. I have no makeup on because there's no stream today. So yeah, I don't usually wear makeup if I don't have anyone to see. Well, I guess technically you guys are seeing me, but that's fine. Yesterday, thought I would do a little recap. Our first day of trying to do a 9 to 6 kind of hour working situation instead of working until 11 p.m. at night and then forgetting to go to bed and then, you know, struggling the next day. So I ended up actually having to cut my day a little bit short yesterday because I had to go to a doctor's appointment. And when I got home, it was already 6 p.m. and I thought about extending my workday to like make up for those 2 hours that I missed, but I decided that I need to practice actually cutting off. So I ended up just taking the rest of the night off. I cooked dinner. I kept reading my book. I've been reading this new book called The Day the World Stopped Shopping. I think that's what it's called. Wait, let me go grab it. This is the book I've been reading, The Day the World Stopped Shopping. I picked it up at an indie bookstore in Philly, maybe? I can't remember, but I've had it for a little bit, and because I haven't been reading, I didn't read it, so I thought since I was on the train yesterday, I might as well bring a book to read. And I ended up reading a little bit more last night, and it's really interesting. It's about consumerism and how, and it's about consumerism and how it's detrimental to the environment, but we engage in consumerism, one, because it might be part of human nature, and two, because we're encouraged to do so in order to, like help the economy and like keep people in jobs and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. It considers the potential of what would happen if we stopped shopping. And yeah, anyway, so far I'm about a third of the way in, I would say. I'm about here. I can use my own bookmarks. Hello, what are you doing, Cecile? I can use my own bookmark to track where I am. Yeah, I'm about a third of the way in. It's pretty good. I've been enjoying it. It reads pretty fast. It's not super dry for a nonfiction book. I'm pretty used to reading dry nonfiction, but this is pretty entertaining. So if you're looking for a new nonfiction book and you're interested in talking about sustainability and environmental issues and climate change, and it won't make you spiral into deep sadness about how the world is burning, I recommend so far. Yeah, anyway, I did that. I played some Stardew. I started teaching Ellen how to crochet, which is interesting. I learned that apparently I can curl my knuckles against my palm like this, and he can't. He can only go like this far or something. And I thought that was fascinating. But yeah, so he's been having trouble keeping tension with his yarn when crocheting, or well, when chaining, because the only thing I managed to teach him yesterday was how to chain. But yeah, so today I've been working on this painting. We're doing some negative painting for the dirt. I've been working on this for about 2 hours, yeah, almost exactly 2 hours, and I think it's turning out pretty good. I need to work on that ladybug, do some contrast stuff, and then we'll work on the foreground stuff. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun just chilling painting this, and my to-do list for today is pretty short because I'm not sure how long this is going to take. So the main thing I wanted to do was finish this painting and then work on the shop update. This week is actually pretty chill for me. It's the first week of August, and usually the first week of a month is pretty chill. Sometimes I'll do commissions during this time period, but I haven't taken any. I just finished one up yesterday. I sent out the final files, but my commissions are open in case you wanted, like pet portraits or something. I can link my commissions page below. But yeah, anyway, it's pretty chill. We're just working on some painting, working on the shop update. I'm having a good time. I made some really good food yesterday. That's my update. I feel pretty good. I don't feel too stressed about having less work hours. There's a train making an awful sound. I hope you didn't hear that. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this 9 to 6 work hour thing will be like stretched when I have more stuff to do, like when I have the goodie bags to pack, because when I pack goodie bags it takes literally a whole day. So I guess one of the things I should work on is not overscheduling myself. But yeah, anyway, it's an interesting exercise, so I thought I would check in and let you all know. And cue painting montage, because we're gonna keep working on this painting. Hello friends, happy Thursday. I didn't film any talking yesterday. Ow! I didn't film any talking yesterday, but I spent most of the day working on this painting, which is the next painting for August Adventures. It's the one for Frog / Journey, and I had this idea of having this froggy climbing up a mountain, inspired by Taishan, which is a mountain in China that you can climb. It's very steep, there's lots of stairs. I went when I was a child many times, and I was deathly afraid of heights, and I used to have to count the steps to go up and down, because when you were like going down the mountain, you could see the bottom of the mountain because it was so steep and it was so scary. And so when I was thinking about Journey, the way my brain immediately thought of Taishan and the fear that I had. So I started painting this yesterday on stream, and I kind of kept working on it after stream, and then I decided I didn't really like it. So I really like what I'm starting to do with the trees here, and I really like the rocks, but I don't like the mountains. I feel like the color contrast between the mountains and like everything else feels really off, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm kind of like, I had this other idea of doing the mountains fully out of these rock shapes with like a little bit of tree kind of poking in here and out, and I kind of like that idea better, and I don't know, I might throw this away. Or I might finish it and just put it up in my shop as like a cheap original or something. I'm not sure. But I think today I'm gonna work on redrawing the sketch and then starting to paint that. And working on a couple other digital art things. When I got really mad at this yesterday, I started working on a bookmark design instead, and I finished it, so I can show the bookmark design here. This week actually ended up being quite a busy, like, personal life week for me. I somehow ended up accidentally scheduling a doctor's appointment on Monday and on Wednesday, and today I have a driving lesson. So the 9 to 6 thing is kind of iffy. I stuck to it on Monday, and I stuck to it on Tuesday, and yesterday I ended up deciding to work an extra hour because I was out for about an hour and a half to go to my doctor's appointment, and I feel like that was fine. And today I might end up working an extra hour too, because I'm gonna be out for an hour and a half ish to do my driving lesson. So yeah, but overall so far I've been really enjoying the 9 to 6 life. I know, wild. What a wild thing. I haven't felt like I've been really missing out on a lot of work time. I think that doing the 9 to 6 thing makes me be a lot more focused during my work hours, because I know I have to cut off at 6 o'clock. So I'm trying, like, I'm trying really hard to stay focused between 9 to 6, so that I can take my 6 p.m. cutoff time, you know? And it's been really nice because I've been able to spend that time playing games and like hanging out with people on streams and like working on my knitting project. I started a new knitting project. My yarn came in. I don't remember if I talked about this. My yarn came in. It's beautiful. I have a big box of it behind me on the floor. I'm starting my Christmas knitting. Yeah, I'm really excited. So also, let me know if you want me to do a video about my knitting journey and the yarns that I like and the stuff that I use and the projects that I've made. Let me know. I don't know. Maybe there's like a tag or something going on in like knitting. Is knitting YouTube a thing? Knitting YouTube's definitely a thing. Maybe there's a tag. I don't know. And a good time. We're gonna work on this painting. I'm gonna turn on the AC because it's really hot today for some reason. But yeah, that's it. Hello friends and happy Friday. It's been a full week almost, 4 days of doing my 9 to 6 experiment, and we're doing one more day. Friday is usually a pretty good day for me, like work hours wise, because I call my little sister at 7, so I have to stop working before then. So yeah, but anyway, I guess I should update you on what I've been doing. Y'all saw me work on this painting on Wednesday. I worked on it for a really long time, and I ended up hating it. I don't like it. I ended up re-sketching this painting, this composition, this idea, and reworking it a little bit, and I ended up doing this, which is not done yet. I still need to finish the stairs, but I like this so much more. You can't see like a foreground background as clearly, which is fine, because I wanted the mountains to feel like a big looming giant mountain that you have to climb up, which is kind of, you know, in the spirit of the inspiration. So yeah, I really like how this is turning out. I just need to finish the stairs and we're pretty much done. Alan said that my rocks look like croissants, which I kind of like. I'm kind of into the croissant mountain look. So yeah, and then apart from that, we did some sketching yesterday. I have my digital goodie sketched out. I have my Patreon sticker sketched out. I also, when I was stressing out over these paintings, I ended up taking a quick break to sketch out I have two more book themed print ideas that I really want to do for the next shop update. So I sketched those out. Also, shop update should be this month, hopefully, because my sign catcher stickers are on their way, and the washi tape should be on their way next week or the week after. I think next week. So hopefully, yeah, I was also thinking about making some more wooden pins, but I'm not sure if they'll arrive on time, but maybe I'll make them anyway. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. Today's Friday, so that means it's variety stream day, and we're gonna be doing some knitting because I don't feel like playing games. Well, that's not true. I do feel like playing games, but people tend to prefer my knitting streams over my gaming streams, which is fine. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Also today we need to go on another little adventure. We've been going on adventures like nearly every day this week. We went on 2 doctor's appointments. Went to 2 different doctor's appointments. We went to a driving lesson yesterday, which I did not film, but the driving lesson went fine. And today I need to go to the library. I've never been to the Queen's Library in my area, because we moved from Brooklyn last year and I haven't been reading, so I've just not needed to go to the library. But I signed up for the Queen's Library like card thing online, and it seems that made me eligible to take out books, even though I don't have like a library card yet. So I don't know about that. I have to go ask them when I'm there. But I'm gonna pick up 2 books, probably during maybe like my lunch break, or maybe in the early evening. We'll see. But yeah, overall, I've been having a really good week. I can't wait to give you all my thoughts on the 9 to 6 thing. The quick breakdown so far is that I've been really enjoying the 9 to 6 thing. I really enjoy having evenings off. I really enjoy getting to take the time to play games and like not stress about going to bed on time, because I can play for quite a while before I have to go to bed, if that makes sense. And I've been enjoying having time to read at night. I've been enjoying having time to knit at night. It's been really nice, you know? Oh, the other thing that's been really nice is like, okay, I cooked more food yesterday. So generally when I cook food, I tend to cook like a large batch of food at once, and then I just eat it through the week until it's gone. That'll usually last me 3-ish days, 3 or 4 days. And before I tried my 9 to 6 experiment this week, cooking seemed like such a chore, and cooking seemed like such a chore, and I legitimately like cooking. I like cooking, I like eating, but doing all those like human basic needs stuff seemed like such a chore because it would take time away from me working, which is like not healthy. It's not a healthy way of thinking of life in general. But I would be like, oh, I have to cook today. Like, that's gonna take like 2 or 3 hours away from, not 3 hours. Who cooked for 3 hours? That's gonna take like 2 hours away from working because I have to go to the grocery store and then I have to cook and then, you know, I have to clean up. And now it's like, oh, I worked until 7 p.m. last night because I did an extra hour because of my drumming lesson. But until 7 p.m. last night, and then I cooked, and I didn't have to like worry about rushing so that I could come back to work. I could just like chill and cook my food. I made some more like Sunubu inspired soup. It was really good. And I just didn't have to worry. And it's really nice, you know? I sound crazy. But yeah, highly recommend building in more rest time to your practice because I'm not very good at it. But yeah, also you heard my alarm. So I need to go set up for stream, and I'll probably talk to you at the end of the video when I am giving you my final thoughts. Hello friends, this is your end of video reminder to drink some water. It's Thursday morning for me. I need to drink more water actually because I just got out of bed. But I wanted to update you all. It's been about a week, just under, since we started our 9 to 6 Cece tries to learn how to work-life balance experiment. And now that I haven't been, you know, filming every single day and trying to stay accountable to the camera, to you guys, there have been some days where I've worked a little extra, worked until 6:30, worked until 7. You know, if I'm taking like a break in the middle of the day, I'll work a little extra. Or if I'm nearly finished with a painting, I'll work a little bit extra, etc. But for the most part, you know, I've been cutting myself off. I've been very good actually about telling myself to stop working, and I have to say, you know, surprise, surprise, it's been really nice. I have found a lot of benefits so far. I've felt less stressed in general. I don't feel like I'm losing out on time to, you know, complete a bunch of work for, you know, next month, like for the goodie bag or for the shop update. Like I feel like I'm still on track to finish the things I want to finish, which is good. And I feel like when I have a set cutoff time and when I'm treating my work like work, like an office job kind of, I'm a lot more focused, I'm a lot more productive during the hours that I'm working. Because when I'm working until like 11 p.m., I'm just gonna ignore the trains. When I'm working until like 11 p.m., you know, sometimes there's a couple hours in the afternoon when I feel kind of like the midday slump, so I'm just kind of sitting there, not really doing much, hanging out on streams, you know? I have been hanging out on streams a little less, so maybe that's a drawback to the 9 to 6 thing, but for the most part, I've been really enjoying it. I'm curious to see how this is going to work out, like I said before, I think. when I'm packing goodie bags, because that usually that's just like a very time intensive thing. If I'm gonna have to restructure. I'm also curious to see, now that I need to edit this video, if I can actually finish before 6 or 7 p.m. because editing takes a really long time. I gotta say, the 9 to 6 thing is really nice. Ending my day early, aka at a normal time, means that I've been able to spend my evenings playing Stardew and reading books. I've been reading more. I finished, I talked about it in my studio vlog, but I finished a book called Iron Widow, and I read it in a day. And it was actually so hard to focus on work yesterday because I just wanted to finish the book. But, you know, I will rave about it in my studio vlog in 2 weeks. Yeah. Overall, pretty nice. I'm curious to see how the rest of this month will pan out. I was only going to do this for 2 weeks, but I actually think that it's been really great for my mental health and for my work-life balance and for like just cooking food. I think I said this before, but like when I have a strict cutoff time, I don't feel like cooking food and eating is taking time away from work, which is great because, you know, food is a basic necessity. Like, you should be eating, you should be drinking water, and you should be eating regardless of what you're doing with your life, because you need it to like live, literally survive, for your body to be able to fuel the things you need to do. You know, like I love food and I should not find food to be a burden, and I have been really enjoying taking the time to cook food and like make things that I really like to eat. I made rice cakes, nyanggal, the other day. I'm still eating it. It's so good. I'm so happy. Yeah, that's my update. I'm really enjoying it. Cece's learning work-life balance. Cece's boss is being nice for once. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drink your water, to stay hydrated, to get vaccinated, to get boosted, to, you know, do all those good things. Don't forget to do a little bit of self-care, you know, spend some time watching a movie. I've been watching so many movies with Alan because we've just been chilling at night. It's been really nice. We watched Miss Congeniality the other day. Great movie. What an old movie, but so good. Yeah, you know, just like, life is not all about work. That's what Cece's learning. I know my current work-life balance thing is like, I mean, some self-employed artists do like the 4-day work week thing. I know my friend Studio Maggie does that. I'll link her somewhere, you know, Studio Maggie. She's great. I know she does like a 4-day work week. I know some people are very precious about their weekends. I think Shy is very precious about her weekends. I am not doing either of those because we're doing baby steps, okay? So right now, Cece's trying to do a 40-hour work week instead of like a 60-hour work week, and it's been nice. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop rambling now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me embark on this little experiment that hopefully will be long-lasting change, so that my brain doesn't want to melt all the time. And yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you for being part of my cozy little space on the internet. I will see you in 2 weeks for the studio vlog and the shop update. Very excited about the shop update. And I'm gonna go edit this video. Goodbye, friends.